You know how people are always saying how President Donald J. Trump, his speaking style is like for the common person, for the normal people, for the sixth grade education, oh, it's how normies talk. Oh, he's just trying to connect with the commoners, the lay people, the hobbits. It's actually more interesting than that. I want to show you something that I noticed last night. Now, Aaron Rupar, and y'all know who Aaron Rupar is. He's the famously known for doing a Rupar edit, right? That's where you take a full clip of what someone says and then you grab a little bit of it, just like a few sentences, and then you publish that. And it's look what this person said, even though what came before and what came after completely alters the context, right? This is what they do. Coming back to Donald J. Trump, the particular situation, I love the beautiful golden tie. If you've seen the video, you know what I'm talking about. Beautiful, wide golden tie. Upon being asked if the United States is going to declare war, a formal declaration of war via Congress on the narco-terrorists from Central and South America, Donald J. Trump said, quote, I don't think we're necessarily going to ask for a declaration of war. I think we're just going to kill people that are bringing drugs into our country. We're going to kill them. They're going to be like dead. Incredible content. People saw this. They laughed. I saw it. I got it. And I got it because a few minutes after seeing this, I went to read one of my children a bedtime story. And I want to tell you, it is a fantastic story. It's called The King with Six Friends, published in 1968 by Jay Williams. I got through the first page and I realized Donald J. Trump speaks like a children's book. Now, obviously, the children's book wasn't about blowing narco-terrorists out the water, okay? But I want to read you the first page of this. And I finished the first page of the children's, I guess you could say, medieval fantasy historical fiction book. I read the first page, and I noticed a similarity. Notice how it's honest, it's crisp, and it's a little bit ironic. It's a little bit ironic. Like, it's a little bit of, haha. So, for example, when President Trump said we're going to kill them, they're going to be, like, dead. It's a little bit ironic, and it's blunt, and it's, well, the Constitution of the United States allows for the Congress to. Yes, but if you look at if you consider previous administrations, even going as far back to the airstrikes of the President Clinton administration, there's none of these multisyllabic words. It's all very simple. Listen. This is the first page of The King with Six Friends. There are many nice things about being a king, but there is one very bad thing. It's hard to find a job if you're out of work. All that a king can do is rule, and if you have no kingdom, then you are out of work. That's what happened to young King Czar. He was a good king, but young and without much experience. A bold, strong king with many soldiers had attacked his kingdom. Young Czar found himself with no country, with no palace, or house, or hut. Czar had 12 pieces of gold, a suit of clothes, and a sword. So he set out to find work. The road was long and the world was wide. Notice that the language is simple. I think the most sophisticated words there are experience and experience. I think that is the only word that has more than one syllable. Let's see. Attacked, kingdom, country, himself. Wow. Many. Wow. Experience is the only word in there that has more than one syllable. Isn't that amazing? Now let's go back and look at the Donald J. Trump transcript. Necessarily. Declaration. Okay, so necessarily and declaration are the only two words in this statement that have more than two syllables, or more than one syllable, rather. Like going, let's see, gonna, bringing, country, going to, there. Wow, yeah, necessarily and declaration, only two words with more than one syllable. Wow. That's cool. Actually, both of them are more than two. Declaration, necessarily. Wow. This is probably the most useful public persuasion tip you're going to hear all month. In fact, if you want to do more of this, go pick up that book, read it to your kids. If you don't have kids, okay, get married and have kids because it's a fantastic book. Just so that you can read that book to somebody who can appreciate it. But In any case, you have now learned how to effectively persuade the masses. And it's not dumbing it down. It's using crisp language, few syllables, and a little bit of irony. We're going to kill them. They're going to be like dead. The king with 6 friends. The irony, of course, is did no kings protest? Okay, you got that. All right. The king with 6 friends. He has more than that.